exploring, looking for artifacts of the elves and their history, he does feel a sense of like homesickness where he does want to actually be within the was called was his home Braudavik. He would like to be like Braudavik, stay in Braudavik longer, more often, but he'd like but his passion for the history and archaeology is more how you say more oh man, what's the word? I guess
Compelling.
oh yeah, compelling than his a desire to be within his home community of Bordovet with the other elves, and and yeah, essentially, uh, yeah, like yeah, I think that's the question answered.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trimir, like he enjoys exploring for artifacts and he loves his home Bordovet, but has more passion with archaeology than remaining home.
I think for Gorm it's fairly balanced because most of the time where he explores, it's for the betterment of Braudavik. Pretty much it for him.
Yeah. I mean, definitely both of those, recovering artifacts and going raiding and things are definitely ways to build the community. So I
Yeah.
guess the adventurous lifestyle does sit on that line. Either way. What about the others?
I think Shelter would like having a nice mixture of both of them, like out searching, meeting more creatures, slaughtering more monsters, and eventually returning back home and seeing how everyone's growing and evolving and stuff like that. Yeah.
Coming up.
Well, exploration just means spreading the word of Braudavik to the world, which is community building, and what they bring back helps the community, so one helps the other.
Yeah. I think everyone's agreed there. As yeah, can you give us a recap for last week? I'm actually realizing I think we may have ended further than we actually did, but Austin, would you like to give us the recap?
Yep. Going deeper into the caverns, the party found scratch marks where it seemed Vatrunter had been there. He is protecting the heart of the Emir and claims that taking the heart will collapse the mountain further. Although the party sought to fight, they did not want to risk the people dying in the middle of evacuating. So the party decided to evacuate everyone away from to Braudavik using the Tree of Yggdrasil. Before deciding to come back later to slay Vatrunter. Party uh, returned to Brada and helped the people escape, where Triman and Camilla went looking for animals to pull the carts. And while Gorman and Mikkel were building unique wheels, which are apparently tank rails in a way, and the party succeeded their task and went to escort the people to the World Tree. And that is where we left off.
So where did we actually leave things? Had you? Because I feel like we fast forwarded the last few minutes there a little bit. You
We
guys
s-
had actually taken them into the tree and made your way.
No.
Not
to
yet.
about-
We were just starting to
No,
make our
no.
way to the tree, and that's where we ended.
Yeah, I mentioned that like although the large bird creature that Carmilla, large eagle, Carmilla found was pulling one card, I mentioned that I used the spell conjure summon construct, a stone construct, and to essentially pull one of the empty cards, substitute as like a pack animal pulling the card. And
Yeah. Okay.
meta magic extended spell to make it so it lasts for 2 hours instead of one.
My bad. I'll move us to that map then. As yeah, you guys would with these devices to carry the old and sick. You managed to take these vehicles over the mountains and along the old elven path to the tree of Yggdrasil, the branch of Yggdrasil. I'm not going to put the dwarves down because you have got, I think we said there were like 200 of them that are traveling with you.
Yeah,
And
about.
so you've got quite the procession going. And as you approach the ironwood tree, you will see those stone tablets kind of standing around it, and the ironwood sentinel stands to its feet and lifts a hand to wave a greeting. He seems happy for your return. Good, you're back. Oh, and you brought friends, I see.
Yes, I suppose you could say we are somewhat repeating, well, the action the elves took when the Forge, the Frost Forge, well, fallen at Colds like hundreds of years ago. I guess we are taking these people to somewhere more safe, as you can probably tell, the mountain seems to be unstable around here.
The elves never transported dwarves across the realms, but yes, I suppose exceptions can be made. How many? Oh, there are. Oh, there really are a lot of you. He kind of is just looking as more and more of these dwarves traipse over the crest over the mountain and start making their way into this little valley. Says, I'm not sure so many people are going to be safe crossing. Are you confident that you can get them through? I understand you've traveled these trees quite a bit already.
From what we understand, as long as we travel once a day, we should be safe. And we haven't traveled in quite some time. We will not stick around more than we have to.
You can hold the gate from this side, but do you not need a guide through the trees? Are you sure you know where you're going?
Assuming we appear next to all the doors, yes. Maybe Mimir is there as well. Mimir, he helped us more than a few times.
You can give me a persuasion check here with advantage, as you mentioned, Mimir. But as this Ironwood Sentinel is just kind of, you can see nervous about letting so many people through the tree. Not many people travel this path.
That's not very good.
Okay, yeah. So he doesn't seem convinced at this point. He says, "I'm not sure Mimir would be so happy to see a whole army of dwarves. walking along the branches. And you know, if anyone falls, there's no coming back from that. I'm afraid I must. And you see, he's starting to protest. But is anyone else trying to back Gorm up here?
Yeah, I believe. Uh, I believe. Uh, Trimer would say, uh, well, we had when the elves here had that vision of seeing the ironwood tree, like uh, like for me specifically, I had a desire to want to help these people of Brada because, well, I feel indirectly for, well, the destruction of the frostworks that occurred that caused all the mountain collapses. So I feel like doing this much to help these people of Brada would be enough. Please, would you at least uh, at least how do you say uh, well, help me with this task, please.
Consider.
Not much. It's yeah. Yes, consider just this once.
I mean, you
You
can.
can also make a.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Gonna say you can make a persuasion check with advantage as well as this coming from an elf. But while you are rolling that, what were you gonna say?
You can come if you want. We're just trying to save you some work. I don't think you have any ill intentions by offering to guide us.
I'm the sentinel
And I
of
want
the
to say
tree.
that
I
again.
will not be your guide, but if the elves believe that this is the way, then uh, you have already passed my test, and I will not stand in your way. Good luck to you,
25 persuasion.
and I will send word to Ratatoska, let him know that there are travelers coming. As he kind of gives a nod to you, trying with that 25 is a massive success, and he will allow you and all of these dwarves to pass through into Yggdrasil.
Be the first time he's talking
Alright.
to us.
What was it?
So, sorry.
Do, 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 do.
Okay, so I assume you lead the dwarves through the tree.
Yes. I imagine Gorm is going in first since I imagine he's been there like many times since he's like the one that opens it.
Sure.
So it didn't. I'm assuming it didn't pull any of you with onto the sea.
Yeah, I just see like the tree, but it's no token, so it's just darker.
Okay.
It's a little bit dim. Oh, flashbang.
Wow.
As the gateway opens and you followed closely by all of the dwarves, you're all kind of on one spot there. So just move your token to get where you're going. You will find your way into this nest of roots and doorways that lead between the realms, and yeah, you've all been here before, but well, maybe not all of you actually. This might be Hilte's first time here.
Yeah, Hilda. Yeah, speaking of which, Hilda, you can
Wow.
take your long rest because you don't have a lot of hit.
Oh wait, what was there a long list?
Yeah, there was a long rest.
Was
Or oh wait, hold on. Was oh wait, never mind. No, I was wrong.
I'll
might have been
manage.
short, but I don't think you've had the long rest yet.
Yeah, we had short rest and not long rest. You're right.
He'll manage. Just pop 20 of these. I'll be alive for a little bit longer. Perfect. That's a big tree.
It's the world tree. So it should be.
Should we drag our tokens on the map? Or
Are you not on the map?
everything is just green. I thought it was just
Oh
loading
yeah,
a bit.
yeah,
Reload.
everyone
so,
except
yeah.
Gorm. Yeah, Gorm is in here. I don't see his token here.
Okay. No, that sounds like it's not loading for you.
Then I'll give it a reload real quick.
Mhm.
Warm
Oh, okay,
token
now I
is
see.
there. They were just all on one place, as I said. But
Oh, I see.
if it's all just green, then yeah. Yeah, when the thing you're pointing at where you say is a big tree, you do see it as a living tree that does turn its head towards you all as the dwarves start streaming in through the doorway, and he just starts lumbering towards you slowly.
Oh, there we go. Hello, Mimir.
Oh, hello. I wonder
Hello
how
there.
is he. Go ahead. Continue narrating.
No, that's fine. What were you gonna say?
Okay, like it's just that the token was menacing a bit, like walking towards us. So I was like, can I insight if he's like coming as hostilely or just curiosity? Is he
Yeah, you
hostile?
absolutely can. You can give a insight or a nature check, as this is a tree walking towards you, and it is definitely menacing. This creature is massive. Would be one of the biggest treants you've come across. Maybe Torg at his largest size was something like this, but this is a
14.
gargantuan creature.
In the bottom right, he looks so peaceful. Or like the actual like realistic picture of him, not just a token.
Yeah, the face that's the kind of face that you're seeing is that uh, he and with the 14, yeah, the size is definitely intimidating, and you get the feeling you wouldn't want to anger this creature, but
Yeah.
the look on its face is more confused and sort of quizzical as he just walks up and what are you bringing all of these little dwarves into my realm for?
Those dwarves are from Broda, and whatever remained of the first floor is collapsing, so we are getting them to safety in Braudavik.
See, so the roots of the past have finally come to the present, have they? Well, I wish
Yep.
you. It is said that when the dwarves walked these realms to get back to Braudavik, that there would be great change. Perhaps it only means the seasons, but I would keep your wits about you.
Thank you for your advice, Mimir.
Fuck.
Oh, yes.
How is
Oh,
it that
yes.
everything we do is somehow prophesized?
They don't call him the all-seeing, all-knowing for nothing. But what? Hey, excuse me, but what's he doing here? And you see this massive branch of an arm just lift up and point towards Hielte. He's not with your regular lot, and he's no dwarf.
Oh, you could say we encountered him on our way to the forge. Apparently, he was tasked with an assignment of, well, I guess you could say transferring a prisoner, but that is currently on hold uh, for a moment.
Can I use this?
You can, yeah.
Alright, cool.
I will say this creature is neutral, if anything. It is not good or evil, but you will feel celestial energy like mad where you are. You will be able to tell that this is like a tree that has been grown on some sort of celestial energy, and it seems to be a living part of the trees that are surrounding you. But with your divine sense, you'll also notice the presence of a small squirrel rushing through the trees up above you, and you'll feel the presence of a celestial coming closer.
The freaking squirrel?
Is he on the map already?
Squirrel? I don't think so.
No. Just lindworms and Mimir.
Yeah.
Is.
Oh. Huh?
Oh, by the gods, it's true. You're really bringing dwarves onto the branches. Hello again. And you see the little squirrel sitting up on one of the mushrooms that is growing off of one of these trees, and is scratching his head, watching the procession of dwarves moving under.
Does he reveal himself, or can only Hail to see him?
And no, Hilda sort of sensed him coming, so you can react first if you want. But when he says that out loud, you'll hear him falling down to.
They could be a little bit too occupied with the giant tree up ahead. But yeah.
Hey, what the score?
So I take it things didn't go well with the dragon.
What the heck?
It's still alive. We've decided to not risk our lives with it yet.
Yeah, not yet, at least. Well, like you could be coming back at some point, but not today.
A wise decision, I suppose. Might want to start practicing on those dragons back home, eh?
You guys have dragons?
Well, I did see a green dragon while I was there in Braudavik, or rather, sailing away from Braudavik. That is.
Yeah, there is a green one. I think there is also a red and a blue one up north, if I recall correctly.
They mean?
They were fighting each other, I think, or mating, one of the two. We decided to avoid them.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to
was
get anywhere close to that either if
yeah.
it's either of those.
The green one demands that we fight for him. Something in arena of sorts soon. Yeah, I don't even remember when.
Yeah.
If it's up to me, he can go fuck himself.
Agreed.
You guys can actually do that now. Well, so you guys just have random dragons flying around nearby, huh?
Well,
Hey,
those
it's,
three near
kinda-
Braudavik, they're no random dragons. Those, they call themselves the Dragon Lords, but I don't think they're all that dangerous, actually. They're more interested in betting on the Iranian games than doing any of the fighting themselves. I
Oh,
think
so
that
they're like dragon slum lords. Gotcha.
kind of. They want. I'm not sure what they're actually after, but I think that green one that you encountered, that's Verdeloth. He's one of the worst of them, I'd say, but not as powerful as old Vaytrinder, that's for sure.
Hmm. Oh. Okay. Yeah, like Trimer takes a nut at that, and the Green Dragon is not as strong as Vatrinder. I was like, okay, sounds like Vatrinder is gonna be difficult to deal with when we come back.
Well,
The green one in Braudavik.
also remember, it's a trio of dragons back near you, so um, if you are going to try and take on Verdeloth, you might want to get him away from the other two.
Noted. If it ever comes to that.
Well, Asher, we wouldn't mind fewer dragons around here. No offense, he sort of shouts to the Needhog spawn that are nibbling on the roots all around you.
So
Yeah,
what are
well,
those
they can be.
things?
They can be. I wouldn't walk closer to them.
Oh. Okay.
Yep. And how is the and primary asked Oscar, and how is the purple worm been doing? That you got? Is it under control?
Oh, she's doing great, actually. Thanks for your help again. I was surprised you didn't call on her, but she's doing well, getting bigger every day.
Now that you mentioned it, we might do that soon, at some point, but probably soon.
At this point, you've gotten most of the dwarves have like filtered through, but there's going to be quite a march. They are now bringing through one of the first of those vehicles as Wretch Tusker and Mimir both just kind of watch it rolling past them with quizzical expressions on their face.
Yeah, I'll ask Carmilla and I guess Mikhail if they can. Can you move ahead and explain to people of Braudavik why we have 200 dwarves marching here? Me, Trimir, and Hilda will make sure all of them pass and join you.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to forcefully cut you off the scene, Carmilla.
Sure.
Well, I mean, we
Sorry
can
if it's.
handle the march of the dwarves kind of narratively, unless there's something specific you want to try and do as you're leading them through, because it may take some time, but unless there's something you actually want to interact with while that's happening, you can montage a little bit.
I was specifically wanting to wait until they all pass to do something.
Yeah. I wonder, like, when the one at the Ymir's Lash is open, can basically asking can like two tree portals to be open at once, and then basically like a train of dwarves is like pouring through, well, like basically a line of a train of dwarves coming from Ymir's Lash to the Braudavik tree. Like, is that what's happening right now?
Yeah, normally that wouldn't be possible, but you have the Ironwood Sentinel on the other side who's holding that side open. Usually you would have
Oh,
to
okay.
use the same key like, to get through both sides. So ordinarily not, but if you've got someone holding the door open, then yeah.
Okay, got it.
The just realizing that, yeah, you can actually go through that. Let me just double check that it takes you to the right map. No, okay, this takes us to an old map. I haven't updated that in a while. It's all wintry on there. So don't click on that one, Camilla. We'll say that you are heading through first to go into Braudavik with people following behind Camilla, but who else is going through on the sort of first pass, or who's staying to help the dwarves?
As Gorm said, Primir and like himself and his 2 elven companions are like watching the roads go through. Or Yetta, what do you want to do? Do you want to stay and watch the roads go through, or do you want to go to Braudavik with Carmilla? Yetta,
Hilda will.
muted.
I think Hilda should stay here for a sec.
Yeah. Sorry about the background noise.
Yes, so we'll say those the elves will make their way through, and we will rejoin them in Braudavik in a minute, as the dwarves follow you, and yeah, as you said, there's now this line of dwarves, kind of like a marching line of ants that is just going between the 2 of the trees here, and yeah, they will march along. This will probably take about an hour or 2. On here, but yeah, by the end of that, as the last of the dwarves are filtering through, Gorm and Hjelter, what are you doing?
Yeah, there is still one thing worth to settle.
I'm a little bit confused there, so. You know what? If you got this covered, I'll be here, I believe.
What do you mean here?
I mean, truth be told, I don't think I have anything.
Are you saying there's something you need to settle with us or with him?
Oh, with him. If he's going to march through there, I pointed to Braudavik Skytree door.
Yeah, Mimir will put his hand down in front of the door just as the last dwarf walks through it, and just sort of blocks it from Hjelter walking through.
Ooh.
The Brent has business with you.
Yeah, if I'm not wrong, like out of character, you are not particularly from a place we like. I believe we know that he's not from this kingdom. He's from the east.
Yeah, you did find out some things. You can make a history check to get some reminders and maybe some details, but yeah, you know that he's from the east.
Not bad.
Okay, yeah, so Hjelter, I'm gonna kind of throw this to you as well a bit. In what information would you have shared with the group so far? Because I know there were a couple of times I think the dragon called you Gudrik's son. But other than that, I don't know. Have you been particularly cagey about who you are? I think he's typing. Okay, well, you can roll a deception check then for me, Kilter, if you've been trying to hide too many personal details, and we'll see if that beats Gorm's 17. If it does, then Gorm, you have suspicions, but if it doesn't, then we'll tell you exactly what you know.
Hmm. Ooh.
Oh. Okay, so Gorm, yeah, you have heard him called Godrickson, and that he's basically a kind of like a prince or some sort of descendant of Godric, who is the like the other king that you guys aren't under. There's a big war between Godric and I can't remember the main king's name, sorry, but with
Our
Onric
king.
and so
Like
the
Onyx.
wolves of Ulster, basically the leader of the wolves is his father, and the wolves of Ulsparter are what drove your family, specifically Gorm, out of their home village and to Braudavik in the first place. So you've heard a lot of stories about how the wolves of Ulsparter are like the enemy, but yeah, he seems to be their like one of their princes. You don't know why he's here. You don't know what his relationship with them is. He arrived on his own, but yeah, he's definitely from their clan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then I'll just say, okay, see if, because of latest events, I'll do you a favor. If you mention where you're from once you cross that door, it will not end well for you. And then it probably won't end well for me. So we're going to Braudavik to see what we can do with the dwarves, and after some rest, not sure how long, because we have a big assault coming in a few weeks, we will head back for the ship and everything, and I can get you back there, and you can go get your whatever your business was there. But you have to think of something to say if you're asked where you're from.
Did I not lie?
We are at war, technically. I should be killing you, and you should be killing me.
Oh.
Do you think you
Oh.
don't like your hair?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you'd be jealous. I mean, I've got a great hair. You got a great beard. Can't have it all. Keep it in mind though. It does feel a little bit odd going to a new place and just, well, bending the truth, even if I'll have to.
Well, I think I can still open the door for you if you want to go back now to Ymir Slash and make your way to the Valkyrie.
Well, in truth, I wouldn't be opposed to that. But I'm kind of curious to see what everything's looking like over in your house. Braudavik, was it?
Yes, it is.
Lovely. And besides, I don't really have any terrible business like that. I mean, like I said, in that case, we'd be pretty much fighting at first eyesight.
Yeah, well, we had some other business to attend to. This is probably why we were not fighting. But as I said, don't speak too much of where you're from, and hopefully we'll all be fine.
All right. But that's gonna go and do the thing where, like, you zip your mouth, just throw away the key.
Good, then
Mm-hmm.
let's head on through.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you press the thing you weren't supposed to press?
Nope.
Neither of us pressed anything.
No,
Yeah.
It just started throwing errors at me. I don't know what happened. Has it brought you onto the Braudavik scene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Why
So
are we big?
we are going to Kielten. Gorm will be having that conversation, so we're going to cut to the others first. But as the elves and everyone, as you guys make your way here into Braudavik, you can see that the town is alive and bustling. People are going about their days. But as you start to filter out through this tree with a swarm of dwarves behind you, you are going to see Odir and Jan Nicholas sort of coming to investigate what the hell's going on as a crowd starts to notice your appearance and people start making their way to see what's
Uh, Carmela, you went got to first. Will you explain to I guess Odir and Jarl to about the situation?
Of course. Well, we kinda, what should I say, made some allies along the way and decided to bring them there after a place was kind of falling apart.
you see the Jarl looking down at them confused and it says, I I appreciate that you're trying to help these people, but where are we going to put them? Like, more mouths to feed? Did you at least bring some treasures back with you as well?
Yes, we also brought Ratius back.
Good. Well, I'm sure we'll be able to feed them. Oh, there are a lot of them. And you can please. Oh yeah, sorry. There's a couple of ways that you could deal with this, but for that one, Pamela, you can just give me a persuasion check or a history check actually to invoke these alliances.
Okay, no.
There was clearly something
you-
in the box.
So you look around for Thrain, who you kind of made that alliance with, but you realize he isn't with you. They sent Aleph along, but the the Goliath, but the the people that you actually made the allegiance with aren't here. All of these are just commoners. And so he goes, well, these are new friends, then bring them to the Longhouse and I will speak with their leader. You realize they don't seem to have a leader that you know of.
Alright.
The blacksmith
Point him out to me.
points towards the blacksmith. He's clearly the leader.
I see. So he must be behind those strange contraptions. That's one of the tank things makes its way out of the tree. I've heard good tales of dwarven craftsmanship. Maybe they will be of use. Yeah, so I think with that one, you can give me a deception to try and convince the Jarl that one random blacksmith is their leader.
Hey,
Okay. Yeah, you see the Jarl just put an arm around one of these dwarves, just go, come, my friend. You must tell me where you are from. Let us share a drink." He just starts leading him off towards the longhouse, and this dwarf, not realizing that there's some expectation of him, just happily goes, "Oh, I'd love a drink." Thanks. The Jarl goes back to the longhouse with one of the dwarves, but Oda is still standing out here, like looking at all of these people coming in, and it's at about this point that Mikhelta and Gorm, you guys would be moving the last of these people through. So you can join the scene whenever you like.
Great. Ooh, all right.
Yeah, Oda will walk up to you, Carmilla, and say, "Where's Yeoman?" I didn't see him or that big wolf anywhere.
During a blizzard, him and Shepherd got separated from us. We searched for him, but we couldn't find him. We followed the tracks that was there, but at one point it was just like poof, he just vanished in thin air.
Ooh.
Yeah, she looks a bit stunned at this. You didn't find him? Did you even look? You can give me also a persuasion check there. I mean, you're saying you did try to, but yeah, she knows that you and Yeoman didn't always see eye to eye and is glaring you down at this point.
Oh.
She just, like, you can see she's grappling with what you've just said, and then she just steps forward and kind of points at you, getting uncomfortably close. She just says, "Carmilla, if you let my boy die, I will come for you for revenge." And
Oh gosh.
I'm with us this year. Excuse me. And she just pushes you out of, or like tries to push you out of the way to head towards Ingrid. Are you going to do anything to stop?
Nah, no reason.
Okay. So yeah, Oda, you see as the other two are walking through the tree, you'll see Oda storming off towards a healer's hut on the river bank.
Evening order. And she passes by.
Yeah, she just kind of shoots a glare over her shoulder at the rest of you. She seems pissed.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Yeah, Kyrie will say, well then, Gorm, do you have any idea where to put these sorts? Kind of like temporary housing or something like that.
Well, if the Golevs move to the fortress, they probably cleared their area.
Oh.
If they did, if not, they can start with tents, and we have plenty of materials around to start working on homes. They will have to help as well. But I think this is something we have to talk with the Jarl first.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. That fortress is, well, from what I've heard, is like a mountainous fortress, so there'll be
Any idea what's up with Oder?
from. Well, she was asking about the Yorgman, and yeah, Carmilla kind of found a story instead of telling her about the message she got from Yorgman. I guess told just spun a story about how he got lost in the blizzard, got separated, and disappeared. I don't know why, but that's what Carmilla told her.
Why did you lie to her? Why could you just said that he went after his was it father's brother, like his uncle or his father, one of the two?
Like, you still have his note that he
Why
left.
didn't you say anything as well, try? You were right here.
Well, I don't want to get between drama, to be honest. And I don't know Yorkman well enough to interfere in this drama, so I don't know.
Eight.
I mean, you have Yorkman's note that you can give her.
Yeah, probably.
Then there you go.
Then why lie to her in the first place?
Yeah, this Kyrie just looks like Carmilla.
Oh, there was a note.
Say again, what?
Oh, there was a note.
Yes, there was. That's what we all saw when. Well, he didn't. We didn't see him leave, but that's what he left.
Yeah, that's great. Just I don't know, do whatever. I started walking there.
Wait, so did he like? Is that guy all right?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Yet, let's just say I know as much as you do. Yet, let's just say that.
Right.
All right.
Well, as yeah, Gorm, when you approach uh, Ingrid's, there you will see that Ingrid and Oder are standing there with the Tortle druid from before, as Ingrid is just trying to assure Oder, just saying, I'm sure you'll be fine. Don't worry. He's got that bloody wolf to protect him. I'm sure gods are watching after him just as we speak. But come back tonight, and we will try and look in on him. Be easier to track when he's asleep. And she just, you see, she's kind of like trying to deal with the news that she's just gotten. But both of them look to you as you approach the Igor, and your mother gives you a warm smile. Just, you're back.
Yeah, just look at Oder and say, I don't know what Carmilla exactly told you. I don't know why she told you, and I take out the note he left us and give it to her. He left to look for vengeance, I guess. He left in the middle of the night. By the time we woke up, we have no way of catching up to him.
She kind of takes the paper or takes the note from you, and you see her reading over it. Stupid boy. Thank you, Gorm. I don't know. Thank you. Please tell Carmilla I'm sorry for threatening him. He shouldn't have
I think
had
you're even
these
now.
ideas put in his head in the first place. And you can see she doesn't look angry at you guys anymore. She just looks angry at Yormund a minute.
Just say with her not telling the truth for some reason, I think you're even. It's fine.
Welcome home. She said that you brought treasures as well. I'm sure the Jarl would love to see it.
Yeah, the dwarves brought whatever they had. We brought some of the things. We managed to secure an alliance. Skakatalker. We didn't get to Frostovik yet, and our ship is docked somewhere to the west. Most of our treasures are there, so we will have to return there to get all of it back. We will also need more members for the ship to sail. We can get more materials. We'll have enough to last us to winter. Especially if you can get to Frostovik and secure their alliance with them as well.
That is good news. Come, let us. I will see you later, Ingrid. We must go and speak with the Jarl, figure out what to do with all these dwarves.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later, mother.
Come. I'll see you for a feast later. We'll celebrate.
Yeah.
Total also just gives you a little wave and a nod as Odo makes her way back to and just kind of walks through. She seems to be headed straight towards the longhouse. But what do we see as they start moving back to the group? And now I feel like the giant eagle has perched itself on the sky tree, watching down over all of it.
Playing rock, paper, scissors, shoot with Sven.
Oh yeah, you still got the Draugr, right?
Of course, I have the most important party member.
I think
Right.
it's cheating.
He's just smarter than you.
No, but like he always keeps going for paper. Like, how does he know I'm always picking a rock?
He can see the future.
Oh, he is cheating.
See Odin walking up to Gelta as he, like, looking at him, giving him this suspicious look, and then when he says that about always throwing a rock, she doesn't pay him any attention and just keeps walking. Nothing suspicious there.
Odo's like, oh, he's just an idiot. Okay, and then we go, carry on.
It's weird. He looks like the son of gut. No, that can't be.
Oh, right.
Edric's a tactical genius. This guy can't even beat.
He is? Oh,
rock,
no.
paper,
Oh, no. So, okay. So, what do you guys do for fun around here?
Well, to be honest with you, I know as much as you, like not very much. But I have been learning some spells from the high what we call the doctor here, Ingrid.
Doctor?
but I think that's the term, or is it healer or druid?
I don't think doctors were invented yet.
Yeah, healer
Oh,
or
healer.
stadir is also, or just the seer. She's the kind of local seer, the herbalist. Yeah, so healer is a pretty good one.
Yeah, healer. Yeah. Yeah. So
Hmm.
yeah, I've been learning some new lightning spells.
Wait, what? Okay, but what about like the healing part?
Not my thing, but it is apparently hurting. I don't know much about that.
I mean, sure, but we can't bring her, or I mean, it doesn't look like you guys are bringing her on adventures. Wouldn't it be good to pick up a little bit of a healing trick or two, or four?
I mean, we've been doing fine as it is.
Well,
And
sure.
yeah, him. I must say, out of character, my last character was a healer. He was a way of mercy monk with the
All right.
like with the healer feat, but he died.
That's neat. I see. I see. Well, maybe I'll pay her a visit. You can teach me a thing or two about that stuff, then. I mean, it doesn't hurt to be a little bit extra cautious.
I suppose.
What about you, Camilla? What do you do?
That depends on the situation. Sometimes I just sit in the tree. Other times I swim around. Sometimes I bother Mikhail to do stuff.
Camilla, you can see across the river your mother just arriving home as you see her putting a bow down against the door, and she kind of looks out over the river and sees that all of you have arrived and just gives a small nod and then is making her way inside. She doesn't come down to greet you, but she does acknowledge your arrival.
I wonder, does Timer also notice Carmel's mother nodding at her?
You can make a perception check. I mean, Camilla, that would be like you just got home. You look at where your home is, but if if you're taking a look, yeah, you definitely you can see her, the other elf in town that has just gotten home. You can see it is about 8:30 now at night. Some of the places in the market are starting to close up, but yeah, the people from the market and the people that have crowded around to see all of these arrivals are now starting to go to their homes or to their longhouses for a drink.
Yeah.
It looks like
I wonder, out of go ahead.
I was just going to say, it looks like Kamala's mother has just come back from a hunt as she put a bow and arrow down.
I wonder, out of character, does Trymir know of like Carmilla's fixation on the painting she got from Vegetator? Carmilla?
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, yeah, like Trymir did notice that, like when we first arrived in Vegetator's treasure room, that she kept the painting. So, uh, so I imagine that Trymir would ask, like noticing her mother there, and then Carmilla looking at her mother is gonna ask, "Oh, Carmilla, are you gonna ask your mother about that painting you were so fixated on? Since I believe you might have mentioned about having connection that you said it might be your father."
Hmm. That's a good point. Should place it in safety.
All right.
All right. So, do you guys have like a guest room?
Forward, Jarl, about that. To be honest, I don't know a lot about Braudavik. Yet, as much as you. As I said, I know as much as you.
Oh. All right. Go home.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a guest room or something?
Out of character, I don't know, but you can always bunk with the dwarves.
Yeah, you would know that the longhouses here have got spaces for people to stay when, like, to sleep, especially when you've got like entire armies here. But yeah, each of you have got houses. Like, I don't know if anyone's offering their couch, but yeah, most travelers would stay in the longhouse. That's kind of this world's equivalent of the like inn and tavern. You're gonna probably go to a longhouse. But
All right.
I mean, if you want to ask around, find a place to stay. I'm just pointing that out meta-wise because I know everyone understands. If you have any questions about how things work in Braudavik, you can ask.
All right.
The
got it.
locals would.
Hmm. So, are you guys just from here? Do you guys rule the city? What's the verdict on that?
Don't rule the city, we live here. It's a
Okay.
village.
What about that guy?
He was with us in Broda.
Ah. Hmm. Well, unless there's any other really pressing matters that we gotta get into. Where do we get a drink?
It's getting late, might as well do it now.
Sweet. I could really go for some mead.
I imagine for Trivia, he's actually gonna go to the longhouse and see and basically oversee where the dwarves will be like placed and like basically what conditions they'll be under, essentially.
I don't think that's where the longhouse is.
Oh, where is it?
These
I'm
are
pretty sure it's
longhouses.
the Jarlis, I believe, is this one.
Can you guys see
Okay.
the little journal markers as well?
Journal
There
no.
should be a little symbol over the second longhouse because there's like the Jarl's longhouse is where the Jarl is standing, but then the other longhouse is just for like basically faceless NPCs, and that's probably where most of the dwarves are going to be going. But that's for like when you've got units and stuff that we're not going to learn their names. That's where they stay. But otherwise,
know, I
you
don't
guys
see
stay.
anything.
You guys would drink in the main longhouse up there. But do you see the little icon on the other one?
No.
This stuff? No.
No,
Like,
like any
on
on
icons
this
on the
entire
building.
building,
No,
I don't think there's anything here.
Do you have
no,
a
there's
journal
no
notes
any.
tab on the left?
Yes.
If you click on that, do you see any little icons?
Nope.
What kind of icon?
I've made stores for like you can go down to the market and there's an actual store that you can open. I don't know why they're not showing up for you.
That
I've
I
got
see. That I see. If I go on the journal tab, I see the
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Algon's general store.
So using those, you should be able to buy and sell some basic things. You can still talk to them. They may have specific things, but I'm trying to. This is my first time attempting this, so we may be able to actually place these shops and keep them stocked and stuff.
Oh, sweet. But
Yeah,
I'm not
you
sure if
hover
we even need
over
to be
those,
on
you'll
the
also see.
general listing for that. But yeah, the little general store here. I think that's the. I don't know about you guys, but that's the only thing that I see.
You only see one icon.
Yeah, as in the general store. I don't know if there's any other thing up on these other buildings. But I can't see. I don't see any other one.
Okay. I will try to figure that out.
It'll probably be fine though.
How about now?
I'm still only the general store.
Oh,
See Neil.
yep.
Okay, cool.
Oh, nice room carving.
I will just. I think it's because actually I don't know why you can see Elgins and not the rest, but I know how to.
Alright.
I don't know if you can buy and sell things in there. We
Yeah, we can try that another time.
we can check those as we go. But while I am configuring all of that, are you all headed to the longhouse?
If that's where we get drinks, then yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that longhouse / meat hall. The main.
Yep.
But I see Carmela's gone home.
Yep. I assume she's going to like place the painting there and ask her mother about it.
Or just going to
Exactly.
eat it.
I'm gonna be. I'm not. I'm gonna go and look for a place that is like where it's empty enough that I can like put it, and then I'm gonna be like, "Look what I found, mother."
Welcome home. What did you? Oh, gods, where did you find that? That doesn't belong in here. And that is certainly not going on my walls.
Well, I found some dragon that had it, and well, they apparently knew them. Not sure where from.
A dragon? Of course. A male or female, if I might ask.
Didn't check. Think it's male.
Good. Last thing we want is some dragon-born siblings of yours rocking up. Quite surprised me. Yes, that is. Don't know why you insist on going down this path, but I assume you know who that is already.
Yes, I met him not so long ago. Oh well, time works differently. So, could be a long time, could be a short time. Who knows?
Was hoping that was a dream, but I'm sure this is a very old painting. This looks like from perhaps even before I met him. Was a strange creature. I've never seen anyone quite like it, but from what I understand, he went west last I heard and was never heard from again. So, I mean, what do you want to know? I tell you, that thing he's sitting on is quite the contraption. I I did enjoy it in our time together, maybe more than I enjoyed him. And I mean, I don't know if you want to post that picture again so that everyone can remember what we're looking at. We all obviously know what Guth looks like.
Oh yeah.
I believe that image comes from when he arrived in this world. He never spoke much about it, but apparently he was from a time before we even know ourselves, time of the first elves even.
So what is he? A god or something?
Something like that. He was a king. That's what he called himself anyway. But he and his friends, they were not exactly like gods, but I've never really hung out with many gods, so maybe he he was a traveler. He came from the west, and I don't really know much of where he came from. But I know that wherever he went, there was chaos and trouble, and if you follow in his footsteps, you'll only find the same. I've asked you before, Camilla, but please don't go looking for him. There's nothing good to find.
Hmm. Not so sure. Then again, it seems that wherever I go, I run into people he has met, like that crazy cat lady.
Your father did get around. But you know, yeah, I shouldn't. And you can give me an inside check there, Camilla, as she looks at the painting. She seems to have an idea and then kind of pretend like she wasn't at all happy.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you think maybe your mother still feels some love for Guk. She's like, clearly looks like she's regretting her life choices.
Well, I imagine a king has to make some hard decisions that sometimes is not what they want, but what they need to do.
It honestly horrifies me sometimes how much you remind me of him. I can't have you hanging that thing up here, but if you are committed to finding him, then that painting might help. I, I've tried to describe his infernal motorcycle to other people before, but I mean, having an actual painting of it, that's a pretty unique item, as far as I understand. Not many of them made, other than perhaps during the War of Titans. So if If you can find that artifact, you might find him too.
Man, out of character
I
now. Now I'm
guess.
imagining. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Out of character. I'm imagining Carmilla is now gonna get like her own motorcycle now. That's what I'm thinking.
If she can find one, maybe. All her other mounts haven't seemed to stick around for very long, so maybe having a motorcycle can't run away.
Come on, man, like, I hope they're still alive.
Yeah, that's true. And the eagle doing all right so far. The eagle at this point also, you will hear the roof above kind of move as the eagle lands and perches on top of the roof. As I see you've made more friends, the dead one outside will stay outside. Understood? I don't want to get bitten in my sleep. Really don't think it's a good
Sven is
idea.
well behaved. He's the most important party member. We would have died
Oh my
without
God.
him.
Wow.
What have led to him?
Well, keep him this side of the river at least. People aren't going to take kindly to a Draugr walking around. And I don't know, if you're not going to turn him, then go release him. Take him to the graveyard. Maybe he can find some friends. But it's a lot of responsibility to keep a Draugr. You're going to need to feed him. You're going to have to get him clothes. It's... Speaking of which, when was the last time you ate? Should we go out and hunt something? You're looking well fed, I will say.
Ah, it's I've been eating very well since I found this, and I'm just filling up the blood sword.
Yeah, she will be very interested in that and say, "Oh, really? Where did you find that? You must tell me about it." And we'll kind of now move in, maybe go and make a pot of tea as she starts asking you all about your adventure. But are you going to stay here and discuss that with her, or are you going to go and join the others at the longhouse at some point?
I'm gonna stay and discuss here, and that seems like a perfect segue to the others.
Yeah, I think so. Nice. I will give you inspiration for that as well. But I like these little personal things.
Nice.
As you may have to remove your image there. I don't have you on the... As we now go, yeah, to the others as the night, the sun is beginning to set here as Camilla and her mother share some tea and people start filtering into the longhouses as the mead is already beginning to flow, and you can see there is a very confused looking dwarf sitting at the opposite end of the longhouse next to the Jarl, who he's like sitting, there's two kind of throne like seats there, one for the Jarl and one for his wife, but he's put this random blacksmith onto the other seat and he's asking him all these questions about where he's from, and you just see the blacksmith is looking a bit bewildered as you all enter into the longhouse. What would you like to do?
I imagine Tyrone would be out and about, like drinking and asking how the dwarves are. Like, basically, what do they think of Braudavik so far? How are they feeling?
So sorry, are you speaking with the dwarves that came with you?
Yeah, essentially, like generally, like asking them like how are they feeling and whatnot.
Okay, yeah, you will see that a lot of them are seeming a bit nervous about they fear that they won't be welcomed here. So if you want to try and um, make some sort of a charisma check, maybe a deception or even intimidation, to give them some confidence in their welcome, or if maybe you want to just try and pick out which dwarves might be causing trouble and calm them individually, you could give an insight check. So either a charisma check of some kind or an insight check here, but it depends
Okay.
how you're interacting with them. As you notice, they are a bit afraid.
Yeah, noticing that Trimer would would ease their worries by saying, "Oh, I recently heard that there was basically a liberated a mountain fortress nearby that basically liberated from some abandoned group, and like that sounds like a perfect place to uh, like to stay there. Since it's like empty and whatnot, sounds like a perfect place to fill up for you dwarves. Being near the mountain now will probably make you feel at home.
Nice. Yeah, you can give them a persuasion check there.
Aren't the
Right?
Goliaths there?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you did tell Trimer, like, Trimer did ask very good with these swords, and you were suggesting the mountain fortress. Like, that sounds good.
Oh, I said that they moved to the fortress so we can move them to where the Goliaths were.
Uh, I was
Yeah.
saying I misinterpreted it, but
Well, I
still,
mean,
it
there's a
sounds like
couple of
a
options
nice
here.
stuff.
You can give me a history check if you want to consider some of the options that might be available to you. But
Okay.
a couple of the dwarves at that suggestion with that 16 will be turning and nodding to each other, just like, oh, that'll be just like home. Thank you, thank you. And a couple of them just going, oh, this town seemed a little small for all of us. With that history check, you would know that, yeah, Gorm was suggesting the Goliath camp just outside, but the mountain fortress would be most like their home. And you wouldn't notice a one of the local dwarves from Braudavik just walking past you, like behind you with a pickaxe over his shoulder, as he's just come from the new mining operation that you guys have started here. But Trymir does not remember about that, as some of
Yeah.
the dwarves that have set up this mining operation make their way to get
And
some drink.
yeah, and I believe it makes sense because like as Trimer wasn't around when the group found the mining. Basically, he joined like after the group found out the mining operation, but he wasn't exactly told about it. I think it makes sense.
Was Oh yeah, Onyx was killed taking the
Yeah.
mountain fortress.
Yeah,
Yeah, so he doesn't know about
yeah,
it. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, you definitely at some point you have discussed the gravitites with the others, but yeah, I guess he doesn't know
yeah. That was more out of
about.
character. That was more out of character with the gravitite.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you're sharing information, most of the stuff, you guys don't always say everything in character, so we can assume you've had some discussions off screen as well. But yeah, that
Okay, true.
Trymere is not aware of the big ass mine that they are building.
Mm-hmm.
But as the rest of you are sitting inside, you would see those miners come in and sit down, looking quite healthy, but all of them looking very happy, like like the seven dwarves that have just come home.
Yeah, seeing the random dwarf sitting next to the Jarl, can I look around for one of the leaders or elders?
Yeah, you definitely can. You've met some of them, so I'll say you've got advantage. But you can either make an investigation or perception check to try and find one of the.
I'll make a perception.
I haven't gotten to give them actual tokens.
It's okay. 22.
Yeah, you definitely find some of the people that were in those like tanks that you built are going to be yeah, they will just be kind of unloading everything that they've managed to bring with them, and yeah, you find some old dwarves as they kind of see you and wave, just oh, this is quite lovely, thank you.
Yes, we will have to make do what we have. We have a mine not far from here. You can probably feel more at home. The Jarl is inside if you want to speak with him. I don't. I didn't see your leader here at the moment. I assume he's with the others, with the ones that stayed.
Yes, everyone's just trying to find a place to get settled, but we'll we'll send someone to speak with the Jarl. It looks like old Frank there is a bit out of his depth, as you can see the dwarf sitting next to the Jarl, just looking at you all pleadingly, like someone please take over right now. Yeah, one of the elder dwarves and a little old man will hop down the from the vehicle and just give a nod, maybe follow you back into the tavern they go. Or are you like are you leading him in there, or
Yeah,
are you just telling him where to go?
yeah, I'll walk in. I'll walk up to the Jarl and say, Jarl, this is. I'll say his name. I don't. I don't know if you have names for all the elders.
I did. I even made art, but I ran out of time to actually put them into
It's
fun.
okay. I'll introduce him and say that he's one of the elders. He can probably help you more than Frank here. Frank is doing his best, given the circumstances, but he should be a lot more helpful. He was helping unload everything they brought. Probably missed him.
Yeah, the, the old man will just give a gesture, and Frank will say, "It's nice to meet you, sir. I, I really should go. Thank you." And he'll kind of hand Gorm the horn of ale that he was handed, and then scurry off back to some of the people he actually knows. As the old man nods ahead and says, "It's a pleasure to meet you, Jarl. Oh, thank you for welcoming us into your home. It has been a long time since I heard the tales of Braudavik. I've always wanted to see it. Uh, it is good to finally be here." And the Jarl kind of looks at you, Gorm, and says, "So you found them in Brauda then? I didn't realize there were so many left up there."
There are more, but after we decided to look for the Frost Forge, well, I can't speak for everyone in the party, but I can say at least my greed was a part of it, and we caused its collapse, which destabilized the entire mountain. Uh, I could not in good conscience let them stay there, and this was the best option. I know it's more mouths to feed, but it's also more hands to work. Once we get the longship back, we should have enough materials to survive the winter.
You can give me another persuasion check here with advantage, as you make a very good argument, and and you can see the Jarl is mulling this over. Okay, yeah, and 18. He'll give a nod. And, well, you're a good man, Gor. Yes, we will find a place for them. There's a lot of work in the mines, a lot that needs to be done. Unfortunately, some of the supplies we were expecting have not been coming in, so I could use their help. Do you have any fighters, sir? And the the old man will nod and say, "We have some capable young hands. But if I may ask, to what kind of fighting?" The owl says, "Well, we've had more problems with the hags since you've been gone. We may need more help than we thought taking them out."
Everything rarely goes as planned.
Can say that again. If you have skilled crafters and miners, we will happily accept those as well. I will send Laura to oversee finding the elves, and that he's referencing his wife, who hasn't really come up much in this campaign, but yeah, that's who he's suggesting will take care of the dwarves.
Yeah, I'll mention that we managed to befriend a. I'm not even sure what to call it. A sentient tree swamp creature. He
Torg?
will. Yeah, Torg. He will help us in the fight against the hags. He has scouts already there. Some fairies.
Yes, we've countered some fey creatures that are aligned with this Torg, and they too are against the hack, so we'll also have their help as well.
That's what I said.
That would explain.
Oh yeah, sorry.
We've heard reports that Reclamation Marsh has been shifting some sort of change.
Yeah, that would be
We
that would be
thought
Torg.
that is good to know. And what of the Hurons? If you brought all of the people of Brada back with you, I assume he stayed behind in the wreckage.
Kjol is the Jarl, right?
No, Hyorin, I think he's talking about.
Giant.
So you were speaking at the same time. Oh, the giant. Yeah. The giant was. We encountered a dragon at the Forest Forge, and the dragon wanted to keep the forge off, and the giant wanted to get it to ignite it. And then they started fighting, and I think we would have died there if we participated. So I don't know how it ended. The dragon, we did see the dragon, so it survived, but we don't know if the giant survived. Sorry.
It's definitely not good news. And how powerful is this dragon? Are you planning on taking troops back? Or will it be coming for any kind of revenge?
As long as we don't approach the forge, it would not do anything. It's from what I saw, it's currently keeping the forge from the mountain itself from collapsing even further. I believe it's word. I'm not sure about the rest. So we're going to take him. I think it's something we have to talk about in another day.
Yeah, he did have a large horde, so that is, it's very tempting to go back there and take it back to Braudavik.
We should start with a smaller dragon. Don't want any more roaming around here. We had some scouts from the Dragon Lords coming and asking where our warriors were. But Elgin spoke to them and got them to leave. I'm not sure how much more patient they'll be.
Yeah, Green Dragon expects us to fight for him against, I don't know, the gods or something.
I believe it. He mentioned something about the Iranian games. I believe.
Yes, they have an arena up in the hills. They call it the Dragonstone Amphitheater. There are 3 of them They seem to be running it like some sort of martial arts school or something. They are expecting warriors from Braudavik, and apparently our time is running out. I'm wondering if we shouldn't take care of these dragons, get them to move somewhere else, or I don't know. I don't want to find them taking the side of the hags in the fight, even if they promise not to.
Well, we were told that if we're going to fight them, we should at least try to get them apart from each other.
Essentially,
Fighting three
make sure we're
dragons
not
at once.
yeah.
Sorry, say again, try me.
Yeah. Try fight them separately. Essentially, have them not be at least in close proximity of one another.
Yes, taking on three dragons at once is a suicide mission, to be sure. What of your new friend? I saw you have another human with you. He also from Browder.
He was there on some sort of a mission. He's with us for now until we return there. He's been quite helpful.
Elder, I welcome you. Please have a drink. Our people can use the longhouse for now, and we will find them somewhere to stay tonight. The old dwarf will thank him as um, yeah, the dwarf will go off and uh, interact with some of the others as they all start to get settled here. But you return to the group at your regular table, and yeah, well, I suppose there's not many of you commoners clearly done for the night, but yeah, Hilter, what have you been doing while they were talking to the Jarl?
Hmm.
Yeah. Are you
Getting his drink
spying?
on.
Okay.
I should be dead, but I'm not, and here's a drink to that.
No. Yes, if you are drinking, you will see that Braudavik knows how to party. The feast is beginning. You guys have returned home. A couple of them are a little bit concerned, and supplies are slowly dwindling. But the mead is always flowing here. So you can please give me a con save, as while they've been talking, you've been drinking, and we'll see what condition Guilt is in by the time they get back to it.
That one.
Alright.
That one. Come
Oh,
on. Oh,
the
dang it.
one's right there.
30, my God.
Oh, you wanted
So
in
yeah,
that one?
Yeah.
Oh,
well, by
okay.
the time the rest of you join at the table, you are still like compass mentors, but there are a bunch of unconscious dwarves lying around you as the drinking games have already begun, and you've been winning them all with a 30. The others are going to
Yeah.
choose sweep some of these dwarves off of the benches to join.
Oh, hey
Oh,
guys.
damn. Yeah. Yeah. I imagine that scene from Lord of the Rings with I forgot their names. I didn't haven't watched Lord of the Rings in a long time. It was
Like
with the
Ghibli?
elf and dwarf and the elf. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah,
elf out
Legolas and
drinking.
Gimli.
Yeah. That's what I imagined.
Oh boy. Hey, look. I saved you guys a spot. Well, okay, maybe I didn't, but there are spots available.
Yeah. Yeah. Timer will oblige to hit as like invitation, and he'll also drink away. I can try to make a content while drinking away.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, and if I have
Right?
to suffer, then so do you. Just gonna like throw an arm
Oh,
around him, just do like the freaking like beer chanting thing. Oh hey, oh hey, oh hey.
so
White
you're
tapo,
giving like
white
my,
tapo,
the
white
bonus from your
tapo.
aura.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll add that. That's for roll. But yeah,
Damn.
24.
Yeah, that the two of you, neither of you passing out from getting drunk, but holding your liquor well as you start drinking. This is good mead as well. They seem to know how to drink here in Braudavik.
Oh, that's
And
funny.
I don't know, the food is pretty good here usually as well when Gorm is cooking. But is Gorm taking part in some of the cooking here, or are you just enjoying the food that they are already making?
Yeah, recent event don't really call for celebration for Gorm, so I think he'll just go back home. He came here to explain to Jarl what's going on, and then he will leave.
Ah, come on. You don't want to have one little drink?
I'm good.
You sure? There seems to be plenty of it going around.
There is plenty, then there will be more than enough for later.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we got some pretty dangerous things planned up for later. Hmm. Hmm. Ah, well. Your loss.
Yes. They're fine, I guess. You already
Another!
remember our conversation. If something happens, that's your head.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry.
Yeah, until it's not.
Another one. Another one. Another one bites the dust. That's fine. So, no, I don't have an extra character in mind for this one. It's for the other session. Dang it.
Sorry, the rain is starting my side, so if I may mishear you every now and then. Yeah, Gorm, are you doing anything in particular as you make your way home? Or
Honestly, nothing specific. Just get some rest at a familiar and calm place.
also, yeah, you can head back to take a much needed long rest, I'm sure, as the elves and Keelte sit here in the tavern as the dwarves are celebrating their new home, and some of them just trying to find a place that they're going to be able to sleep tonight, as most of the groups are not not in here celebrating with you. But yeah, what are you guys doing here around the table discussing before you go for a long rest?
Well, I guess I get responsible, people. I just have no idea. I guess you would ask these guys about like where they're coming from, where they're from, and what it's like over there.
Like in Braudavik?
No, well, no, not in Braudavik, because it's made the assumption that they're from elsewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, new place, probably different over there. So, what's the elven world's like? Is there more trees?
Well, one thing for sure, it's in the north, so very cold. It's very cold up there. Uh, and what else? What else? Like there's the there's a lot of unique places. There's the Moonlight Watchtower. It is a tower that watches over the pine forest around Braudavik.
Mm-hmm.
And it's said that there's like a magical phenomenon around its pine forest. Uh, and and the temple Starlit Sanctuary, like that. It's a sacred temple where the inhabitants of Vordavet like pay homage to the celestial beings like Freya and Freyr, as well as the magical wonders
Ah.
that
Kind of want to go there then.
yeah. Well, most of us elves worship Freya and Freyr.
All right. Well, if we ever do swing by there, you gotta show me what it looks like.
Well, we'll get to it when after our next journey with the dragon.
Right,
After
yeah.
the heart of Ymir is there, and I although devout in my clouds, I am interested to bring such an artifact back to Bordavet.
Yeah. I suppose so. I mean, it will be interesting to see how that's gonna go, though.
Yeah. Yeah, and Timer he becomes silent for a moment and takes big sips as right now he's thinking about like the history from basically the giant side of how a lore trade the giants, learning the history and and he's very curious about how they say Lorfax was a man, when to Trimer he knows Lorfax as a woman, so he's wondering what's going on there. He's like basically he's thinking deeply about this like newly discovered history. Like man, what this like basically he's wondering like what's the truth. And it's difficult for Trimer to like comprehend what's gonna happen when he's like confronting Lorifax with this knowledge. How will she respond? As Trimer's like continuing drinking away to help him cope with these troublesome thoughts, as essentially his like basically perspective of history is getting like I suppose shattered a bit because of he has great pride in the elves, and hearing about the elves betraying the giants is troubling too.
Well, then this is not about to help you.
Hey, Drummer, quick question. Think you guys did the right choice?
Mm.
Back to
Well,
forward with the patron and the giant.
if I'm being honest, I think we did. Well, we saw that emo giant, the Frostmourne, told me I was right in some way, but I guess it kind of came at a cost. Nothing ever goes smoothly. As Gorman said, no plan ever goes smoothly.
That's weird.
Yeah, just like this trick, yeah, it's not going smoothly for me, but it's tasty at least.
I thought the plans I've had been going fairly smoothly, though.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, that is true. At least we did get these words out, so there's that.
Yeah, you're always, almost everything you do is always going to be kind of right. At the very least, in a little bit. And definitely depending on from what perspective you're looking at it.
Mm. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Like we're all alive.
Yeah,
And there's that.
but maybe Vatrender shouldn't be.
Hmm. Yeah, you know what? Perhaps you're right in a way. Vatrander claims to be this great, wise, and powerful, yet it's ironic that he cannot be wise to himself.
Well, I guess emotions are weird in that sense. They kind of take the logic and just throw it out the window.
Hmm. I guess. I suppose that's what happens when you live for so long. You tend to grow arrogant for how long you lived.
Well, he definitely had a special attachment to it too.
Hmm.
I'm
Right,
not sure if
right.
it was
That's
just
true.
his arrogance at that point. Maybe he just felt a little bit lonely.
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, you guys probably knew
I
him a
hope.
bit better. Did he have anyone else?
Not really. Like he did told us his story in a way, but well, compared to L, as Vitrander said before, we are, ants to him, like both our lifespan and skills. Uh, where Vitrander lived so long, and I don't know what that entails. Is Vitrander stuck in the past himself, even though he preventing mistakes of the past? But I don't know. It's difficult to see Vader's perspective, and that makes sense because of what Vader says. We are all so young, like ants, and Vader is very, very fair to us.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, wisdom does come with age. It's not guaranteed.
Mm. Yes, that is true in a way. Where I guess some folk are stuck in the past, and will
Well, I don't know.
eventually be
I
left
don't know if you guys
behind
have it here,
by
but
the past.
I mean, back in my home, we had a crazy old man.
Uh, uh, do tell, how crazy was he?
Oh, very crazy. He would continue climbing up trees and then hanging down from them. Like, you put your legs over a branch and you just kind of like hang over there. And then apparently he was trying to do so he could pump more blood into his head so he'd get bigger ears. At one point, he'd try to go
Oh, he
fishing
can
with his
hear.
feet.
Huh.
He did attempt to feed a horse another pig at one point as well. And it was really funny when he started making
What?
an armor out of shields. It kind of worked surprisingly well, but he couldn't really get it off.
And yeah, and I can imagine there was at least some gaps within like that armor shield that people could poke through.
Oh well, I guess we'll see what happens when we meet with the Veitrander again.
Yeah, yeah. And now it seems like we got these hags to deal with. They sound like trouble if we let them continue with their uh, deeds. Like we've seen what happened to. Oh wait, no, you weren't there. You weren't at
Yep.
Sakatoka. Like in Sakatoka, basically that what the hags did is that basically they got them addicted into something called dragon's blood. Like it
Ooh.
could say, hey, don't say ooh. It's dragons. From what we've heard, the blood of the dragon was they were drinking dragon's blood, and it was like addicting to them. Basically, it was like how do you say an energy booster to them, and apparently
Ooh.
they. And
That sounds even better.
oh boy, hey,
I
it's
mean,
addicting.
at first,
So
yeah, but I mean, at first I thought it was just a thing where it was like, oh, it's just addicting and bad for you, but no, it actually has a benefit to it.
mm, yes,
That might
I
be
guess you
useful.
could call it risky. Hmm. Yeah, you see Travers squint his eyes, and as he takes a sip of his ale, and anyway, uh, yeah. So is that uh, so? So I wonder what with the essentially with the Vader. Like right now, from what I'm aware of, you were basically gonna transfer a prisoner there. Do you have any idea who the prisoner was? Like we both know who they were, but I'm asking you if you know any more on the prisoner, or were you just told to get the prisoner there?
Mm, no, just sent it to pick her up.
That's all. Nothing else. No warnings from your superiors or details you should keep in mind.
Uh, dang it, there was something. Not sure if I can. But I can't remember it. What was it? It was like, watch out for the wings, for the feet, maybe. No, I don't remember if I was supposed to walk in with like covering my eyes. I don't know. There was something important about it, and I guess I've forgotten about it. Oh well, if I forgot about it, it's not that important.
You can make a history
Can
check.
Tyler
if you
make
want.
an insight check if he's telling the truth? If he's
Yeah.
genuine?
Yeah, you can make an insight check, and Hilda, you can make a history check if you want to try and remember what that was.
So, all right. I think, like out of character, I think I do recall what it was that I was supposed to do with the Valkyrie, though.
Ooh.
If you do remember, then you can make a deception check if you're trying to pretend like you don't.
All right. Yeah, sure. I'll go for that then.
So that'll be person's insight.
Oh, that.
Yeah, like I cannot keep a poker face.
Well, you are drunk.
Yeah, but earlier I think I rolled a 3 or something.
Yeah.
Oh no,
With
I still
that,
rolled a 2.
yeah. With that, Timer's gonna he's gonna momentarily cast a spell on him. I could cast a spell. He's gonna cast the spell command, command, and he's gonna speak the one word phrase confess, confess, and essentially, and he's gonna use his
Huh?
sorcery points. Oh, he's gonna use the spell command on you. He's gonna speak the one word command phrase confess. And
See, right about now, I wish
and
I had counterspell.
and not only that, but he's gonna use his meta magic feature. Where is it? Where is it? Quicken, twinned. Where is it? Ah, here it is. Heightened spell. So yeah, I guess in sorcery points to disadvantage onto his saving throw.
Oh no.
Yep. So roll with save
All right.
at disadvantage. Oh,
Uh,
12.
well,
Yeah. So I speak the one word command phrase confess. You spend your entire action speaking that, doing what Primer said, confess.
Oh, actually, you know what? I do remember what it is now. I just don't want to tell you.
Oh dang it! Oh dang it! Does that really
I
happen?
don't know. Is that does that still work or?
No, I mean, you need to confess something. What you choose to confess, I guess, is up to you, but you must confess something.
So, does
Yeah,
that work?
don't try and outthink the spell too much. Like he's magically charming you into not hiding the information you were just trying to hide. So
You know what?
yeah,
Fine.
you are magically in.
Drink. I give him a drink.
Wait, what happens?
Oh, I cast command on you and hand you a like mongol horn of meat or something and say drink.
Oh, damn. What? Does that count as a confession?
Well, no, the confession was that I know what I was supposed to do.
Okay,
I just don't. But, but I don't
Yeah,
want to tell
fair
you.
enough.
So that's
He's like, oh no, I do actually remember, but he doesn't. Yeah, so he's confessing that to you. And he doesn't necessarily have to tell you what he remembers, but he's confessing that he does. Right?
okay,
Does that work?
I'm gonna command you
Okay,
to drink.
okay. What's the DC?
I think it's 15. Yeah, 15.
Oh, okay. So with 7-0. Oh wait. Oh dang it, 9.
Yeah.
Oh yep, I'm drinking. Okay, he drinks. Good. Glug.
Yeah, con save. If you're drinking this, or I can't really see.
Oh, con save.
Oh, awesome! Because in that instance, he won't be a friendly creature.
So
I'm
I'll
turning
roll
off
con
the
save.
aura.
You said.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, don't worry. The bonus isn't there. On minute. Oh shit! Net 20.
All right.
Okay. Yes. So sorry, you were just to double check. You were commanded to drink, and then so you chugged the thing, but with that means that you are not going to have any sort of disadvantage on insight or charisma yet. In fact, you'll have advantage on your next charisma check, as you are. Yeah, you follow his command. You are not
This is so
falling
goofy.
to the liquor just yet.
Yeah, like Primer would concede at that, but but in retaliation, he's gonna cast another another command spell. He's gonna
Great, we're just
cast.
throwing this back and forth like a hot potato.
Command piss.
Oh no.
No. Oh no, he's gonna do something else. He's gonna command. He's gonna use the command word. Strip.
But that's
So make a wisdom saving throw. Like he said, strip.
yeah. I don't. Sure.
Like you're doing something embarrassing. So
Yeah, it's just. Let me. Yeah, fair. Is it regular
yeah,
or disadvantage?
it's regular. I'm not doing heightened.
All right.
Oh dang
It's
it.
23.
Yeah, you succeed.
You know, I'm gonna do it anyways. Just throw like a pelt off or something. You know, I'm gonna pretend that it succeeded and take my shoes off.
Yeah. Timer is gonna grab. Like, I wonder, do socks exist? Do you have socks?
uh, yeah. I'd say so.
Yeah, yeah. Timer's gonna grab it somewhere nearby, and he's gonna spill it on your socks. Now you got wet socks.
What?
Uncomfortable feeling. Yep, the uncomfortable feeling of walking in wet socks. I've heard it is very uncomfortable.
Yeah, it is. Oh man.
Take that.
What do you? You know what? I'm honestly more upset that you wasted maid.
What do you do?
Honestly, I'm getting a bit tired. And I could really do with some rest. So, besides saying, yeah, I'm probably going to go look for a place to stay.
Okay. I'll at least give you this much. And it's gonna cast another spell. It's gonna cast. Don't worry, it's something good. You get cast. Fly on you. All right, go. All right, go fly. You can fly now. Go fly away.
It's great. Grace now like hard drunk and flying around. You're not sure. It's just gonna be like what happened when Asnor pixie dust all over again. Swimming through the air.
But with that,
I
I think
imagine
it's still.
some drug. Go ahead.
Sorry, you imagine what?
Oh, I imagine some drunk dwarves might be pointing and laughing like, "Oh, look, it looks like it's flying," or something like that.
I'm drying my socks as well. I think.
Yeah, as
Yeah, I
you
think-
swim off through the air to find somewhere to rest. Is that where we're going to call it for tonight here as well, Trymere? Are you doing anything
Yeah.
else before you head?
Yeah, I believe that's it. Tremor is done for the day.
Then at this point, you will find your various resting places and you will be able to take a long rest. Is at this point that you will all begin to level up.
Yeah.
I wonder how's that done here? How do we level up on Foundry, or do
So
we edit our D&D Beyond sheet?
yeah, edit your D&D Beyond sheet. That is where you'll be doing the level up, and then we'll import it into Foundry. But
Okay, got it.
yeah, this is also now that you are back here in town as the next morning begins, we are actually going to play through the things that you are getting on your level up. So if you're getting any new features or anything that you would reasonably be able to actually role play out, this is the time that you're doing it. It's like we're going to take some time here in Braudavik if you want to go and prepare anything for your next expeditions, all those kinds of things. So it's not just like, it's not a video game. You don't just glow twice and then you're feeling stronger. This is the point where you get to go out and explain to us how those things reflect.
Okay, got it.
But we will, yeah. I mean, at this point, I think the session. I don't know how much you guys have already looked into it. I'm sure Gorm and Kamala have already been taking a look at it. So if you do have something in mind already, you can say that now. But I think now might be a good time for a quick 5-minute break to let everyone wrap their heads around that,
Yeah,
and for me to go grab another drink. So yeah, think about how you want to show your level up here, and we'll be back in 5 minutes.
Right.
I'm gonna look something up here.
Is anyone else back yet and or didn't leave?
I didn't
I'm
leave.
still here. I didn't leave.
I leveled up as well.
Yep, same here. Got a feat and took the skilled feat. So now I have proficiency in investigation.
In what? Sorry.
Basically investigation and some other things. I took
Sorry, I keep losing you there every time you say what the feat actually is called.
a skilled.
Okay, cool. Oh, that'll be a nice one to describe where you're learning these things here in Braudavik. You can let me know if you want to ask who might be teaching what kinds of skills, or maybe you've got your own way that you're learning.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah, I come up with my own way of it.
Cool.
But yeah. And what else? Oh yeah, I do spell Dimension Door, so I have some training in mind of how Tyra is getting there, like to travel far distances Dimension Door. I imagine that'll be useful. Like in case we need to make a getaway, just like the collapsing mountain, because Trimer does not want to experience that again.
Yeah,
It's
Dimension Door would have
fine.
been huge.
Yeah, I
Wait,
get
you want
second level spells. That's it.
which class are you going with, Eagle?
I put another. I'm third level cleric now. I'm holding a bit with the rest of the Blood Hunter. I'll probably go 10 levels Blood Hunter, 10 levels cleric at the end.
What is it now? 5-3.
Yeah, 5 Blood Hunter to 3 cleric.
Well, there's also it is yesterday was the dark moon, and tonight is the full moon that I believe you were gonna do a ritual.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. Yeah.
Yeah, so this would be the day. I feel like that may play into what you're doing, just to remind.
Yeah.
Sorry, comment. I missed what you said there. What did you say? What you were taking on the level up?
Yeah, I had an idea. Then I looked through the feed. We actually had an what called the server, and I found one that was called. Let's see it.
Frost
Frost.
acclamation. Oh yeah.
No, Frost acclamation, which I actually like a lot because I can't count how many times there was cold.
Probably a lot of times here in Mordia.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's pretty
lately
cool.
a lot more than usual.
I thought you actually had equipment that did pretty much that, but
No,
yeah.
my equipment. The only thing my equipment does. Let me see. What does it actually do?
Maybe
Oh yeah.
winter clothing.
Oh, that's the winter clothing. Just let me see. What does that actually do?
Let's
Right.
just withstand lower temperatures, probably.
Let me just see what that does. Oh yeah. So not cold resistance from what I can see.
No, it's just
Yeah,
to
so you-
acclimate the weather.
Yeah, so it would probably also, I think your boots may have the effect of ignoring the difficult terrain, but that's like you pretty much you were already climbing over everything. So, well, what are the boots? Because don't those ones turn into skates?
That's a good question.
Yeah, if you step on water, they turn into skates, and you can like frozone your way across. So yeah, it's just that you can travel over water. So yeah, that feat actually, you don't have any of those things, you might. That'll be great.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought you had cold resistance this whole time, but it feels like you already had this feat, so it's pretty fit.
Oh wait, what are you talking about?
A feat that makes me immune to everything.
Oh, cool.
And
Would you
she's
like to share
taking
with the
their
class?
guilty in the chat their frost acclimation. It gives resistance to cold and ignores difficult terrain caused by cold.
So
Please.
so her Frostwalker boots just essentially can literally walk over water.
Yeah, but the feat is more for withstanding the weather.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, snow is not going to be a problem for you now either. And yeah, if you go back onto those mountains, Kamala is definitely equipped for it now. I feel like this is one of those instances where the journey you've been on so far has affected your level up more so than something you're actually doing here. I don't know, maybe you've got a cool description here. Yeah, I mean, it seems like everyone's here, so I don't know. Oh, Hjelti, we didn't hear from you either. What are you
Right.
doing?
They're gonna level into Bard. It's like
Oh.
a spell. Is it Song of Rest, Jack of all trades, and magical inspiration. Ooh.
Oh, that's a good level up. Second level for Bard.
Yeah, funny enough, I can't wait to the next level now because then Jack of all trades gets bumped up, but it's a little bit in the future.
You're level 2 bard now?
Yep.
Dance, magic, dance.
Yeah, I can do magic stuff.
Thinking what feat I'll take at the next level, because next level I'll be level 4 with cleric and get a feat. Maybe looking at the ones that are like
Would you
offered
like to?
here in Foundry. There are some interesting ones. Like a rhyme caster for cold spell. That's my what's the class based on? Yeah, wisdom breeds caution is also a good idea.
Yes,
I'm
that
very wisdomous.
Who are you who are so wise in the ways of technology and science?
Yeah, I guess we'll see what will be at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we can jump into how this is happening in character. If anyone's got some ideas, I'm gonna just add to the music. But there will be some things you can explore the town if you want to visit any of those stores and things. There are those options. Also to Hjelte, I don't know if we've pointed out, if you look in the items section, you'll see some custom feats and stuff in there. I think, are they all in the items section?
Yeah, we
That's
see
like
there are
artifact
martial
checkpoints.
feats, and you can see spells as well that are in Foundry that you can probably learn as well.
Oh dang it! Because
Like,
I did go through this the feats, but not spells.
can bards change spells, or is it?
Well, once they
there?
level up, yeah, they get
But you
pick
can
up
still
new ones.
change paladin spells. I think it's a long rest. Oh no, you just had ceremony last time just because you had it.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Oh no, yeah. Paladins do prepare their spells.
yeah, they prepare the spells.
Cleric druids. Pretty neat.
And now everybody does.
Oh, the new rules. Great.
Yeah, I think Gorm will speak with his mother about a ritual he has to do to try to contact Ren, because the moon is up in the air tonight. And like I'll ask, like, call on to Ren and Aegir because they're married. Maybe it'll help me. I don't know. And try to contact her.
Okay. Yeah, so you would, I mean, as we join you here in the morning, you would speak to her and start getting that prepared for tonight when the moon comes up. As you can give me a religion check here to see how much Gorm is taking over this and how much his mother is influencing.
I'm good.
Oh, and that,
Oh shit!
well,
Damn.
that's settled. While you are getting these things ready, let's move you over. I think your mother would be there at the dockyard.
What did you say about his
And
mother?
It
you
is
would,
our house as well, I believe.
yeah. So as you guys are at home in the morning, you would see that Ingvild is making her way over the bridge. You'll see her using the rune to make the bridge summon over the river. And yeah, she will be approaching and giving a wave as she greets you. You will notice that in her hand she is carrying something covered in like cloth, but it looks like some sort of a staff or something.
It's what I think it is.
Gorm, do you mind if I speak with you a moment?
Oh, private. VC.
No,
No.
That's his
that's
mother.
what the
Oh,
woman
okay.
says.
Okay. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, of course. I'll be right back,
As,
mother.
yeah, you guys stand over to the side with her, and she will just offer out this thing and say, Svenja came by. She's left again to go and solve the secrets of the Valkyrie, but she told me that I should give you this, that you earned it as much as she did, and it would probably be better suited in your hands. And will hand you the thing she's holding.
I knew it. Out of character, I knew it.
Thank you. I'll. Oh, incoming trade. Unravel it.
Yeah, you will immediately recognize that this is Svenja's spear. Or rather, was Aegir's. I mean, not Aegir's,
Elison's.
Elson's. Is that the right one?
I believe so. Let's see the description itself.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for reference for the others that may think I'm giving Gorm a free magic item, this was one of Svenja's. This was an item that was originally intended for Gorm, but Svenja laid claim to, and now that she's not here anymore, see no reason to let it sit and rot on a dead character sheet.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool story, bro.
Does this weapon requires attunement?
Yes.
Yeah, this is a legendary item. That's why I'm like,
okay.
don't be jealous. They earned this.
Oh no, it's okay. Oh yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I can imagine just one of the players randomly getting gifted a legendary item might look a bit favoritism.
It
But
makes sense
that's
story
what,
wise.
yeah, before you like the first big battle, this was kind of the prize. So yeah, this also feels a lot more flavorful than the fishing rod you've been fighting with a lot of the time. It has a
Well,
similar,
I think they have some similar features, yeah.
yeah, at level 8, fighting with a fishing rod may start to feel a bit silly.
Well, the
when-
fishing rod does give me a +10 to fishing checks. With all due
Well,
respect. But,
using it for fishing, yeah, that's an appropriate time to use a fishing rod.
We'll just give the enemy a wedgie.
yeah, I'll actually have to unattune from it. So I will stay on 3 attunement slots. So it works perfectly.
Yeah, that's what I was asking about attunements. I was studying. You got a lot of attunements. Pretty probably.
Oh, okay.
And oh man, what's good? Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah, there is a feat that lets you get attuned to more than 3 things, I think.
Oh yeah, that's Mystic Affix or something.
There's one called Blessed with Magic. I know that may have been a homebrew thing that just let you do that. But yeah, I think there is an official one now.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I don't have a feat just yet, so I'll look at it for the next time. How do I update the sheet, or will it happen later in Foundry?
Yeah, because I don't think we're going to actually get, looking at the time, I don't think there's going to be time to update them. I think the importer may be broken. So
Okay.
It
we'll
works
try and
fine.
update that, and I'll update all your sheets by next session.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
sounds good.
I just haven't updated the modules because the server wants to update as well, and I'm a bit nervous to do that.
Be careful. If you want, do not update the what's called the 5e version if you want to use automation.
Yeah, it's trying to update to version 12. It says there's a stable version, but I'm still wary after what happened with Giga.
Well,
But
I
maybe if we
managed
do
to
take a
save
break,
it.
yeah, well, now that I know it can be saved, I may do that over the Christmas New Year break. I'll try and update.
One of the funniest things ever here. The spell that's for a class called Anti-Paladin. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Anti-Paladin is
Illrigger is somewhat.
it's a 3rd edition thing.
Oh,
Now it would basically just be Oathbreaker.
I did find someone who actually made an anti-paladin class, but I don't think it's something that's.
Just use Illrigger.
Yeah, Illrigger is probably the closest thing, but I'm not sure if it's supported in Foundry.
no, yeah,
I
don't
haven't
know,
tried
just
it.
found out that was
I
free.
haven't tried yet. Oh, Mystic Conflicts, it's called.
I'll also point out in terms of spells, I don't know if you can see the spells in Foundry, Kyoto, but there are a bunch of extra spells in there as well.
Yeah, no, I think that's what I'm looking at right now, because a lot of these ones aren't usually something that I found. I think I found my favorite thing ever. Fortunately, I believe I'll be unable to cast this.
Which one? Just too high a level.
Yeah, it's 9th level, so it's.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Soon.
Oh yeah.
Can
But
you
gold.
even ever make a cast a 9th level spell if you
Nope.
multi-class? Yeah.
Let me take that. No, but it's
You can at the,
Plot
But-
armor.
but you need to stop at one point. I think it's at 2 or something.
Oh wait, no,
Or-
yeah, you're right. I technically could. I think. Yeah. I think technically, if I go all the way into Bard, I'll have 1 9th level spell slot.
How many levels do you have in Paladin?
6.
I don't
That
think
should
you have
count as
enough.
3
I think
spellcaster.
it's like I think you need to be level 17 to get
Yeah,
9th
yeah,
level
but
spells.
yeah, but if you
17,
look at
yeah.
the class as Paladin, it counts as like every Paladin level counts as half a level for spellcasting.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I think I would be. Well, I mean that is barely.
By the time we're slinging 9th level spells, I'm sure we can
Figure something
we
out.
can figure out a way to give you the spell you want. Like spell scrolls and things like that. There's many ways.
Oh,
Because
right,
at that point the game is just silly, and I'm sure you'll be so overpowered that
I'm definitely.
I'm sure we can give that to you. Which spell are you looking at?
Plot armor.
Yeah, per ninja.
Oh,
There's a spell
yeah,
called
okay,
Plot Armor. I just thought it was really interesting.
And if you take damage, you can use your reaction to ask DM, will this drive the plot forward? If they say no, you take no damage.
Yeah, it's great. And then it just like has a list of weird reasons why it would fail. Your personal character arc was just resolved.
No way you're seeing that. I'm pretty sure that's not a thing I put into fun.
No, no, it
Oh,
says if
maybe
the
not,
spell,
maybe.
spell instantly fails if you complete a personal arc.
Yeah.
Because you're no longer relevant to the plot. That's rough.
It's just a funny one. So I guess like
I meant
like
on
lore.
Foundry. I don't know. Please do let me know if you can actually see that, because you may not
I
have
see
the.
it.
So what I'm doing is that I'm going to Foundry on the top right, clicking the Compendium Packs thing, and going to the different spells over there.
I
Is that the
suppose you
one or is
can,
it a different
you
one?
can take from those. I don't know what is actually in there, but if you go into items as well, you should
Oh.
see some spells.
Spells and it's for like class.
Oh, those ones. Yeah, those seem. That's a lot simpler. Yeah, thank you. I will be looking at that.
I don't know.
The only
Yeah.
downside is I don't see plot armor.
Well, yeah. I mean, these are just things that I brought in that I thought were flavorful, and but yeah, if you can find something in the compendiums, we can always just let me know, because some things might be like from something ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
That's
5e.
easy. What in the world is this? Why is this a thing? This seems like a really cool cantrip, but it seems like it just has so much text.
Was that Valkyrie's Assault?
Yeah, like it's called Science of the Valkyrie.
It's
Sands
like
of the Valkyrie.
it's
Yeah, that's a great
digitation, but
cantrip.
way stronger.
Oh, neat. All right. Go to check through the stuff. Some point. By the way, like for what is it, for like a in-character reason as to why he's learning Jack of all trades, Yet is just gonna run around and try to help, or like try to learn and pick up everything can from different areas of the village. Like at the general store and learn to like bargain and stuff like that. The healer chick, he'll learn medicine, the smithing, the fishing, survival stuff. I don't know, a little bit here and a little bit there.
Okay, yeah, I like that. As we have a montage of you going between all of these different people, you'll also, that'll be a good way to meet everyone in the town. and whether or not they like you is going to come down to a charisma saving as you go around trying to learn from everyone. Some of the dwarves that have got some special skills, but a lot of the people that you're meeting are the parents of some of the guys you've been traveling with. And yeah, it seems everyone's got their own little specialties in this town, but they're not all as friendly as the others. So give me a charisma save, and let's see if they like you.
All right. Yeah.
Oh,
Damn.
okay. So by the end of this, as you have become a jack of all trades and learned from everyone, you've gone through this town, met every person that of any importance, and you have charmed them perfectly, as they are all just they love you. You're the new popular like talk of the town. Everyone's like, this guy. I don't know. At first, I thought like he's got some wolf vibes, but honestly, he's awesome. I invite him around anytime. He can do anything. They, you're definitely welcomed here, and no one has at all even mentioned your father. It seems like you've managed to sweep that completely under the radar, and it
Sweet.
seems like, yeah, no one minds your presence at all. In fact, you are welcome in most of their homes by them.
Nice. I believe it's he is somewhat dumbfoundedness like that earlier day he was playing rock Boulder Shear's apartment with Sven the Draugr. People thought, hey, this guy's pretty funny. Yeah, let's see if he does more funny things.
Great. Hey, be more entertaining. All right. Well, that that works out pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that dice roll honestly helps us explain uh, so much. So, although, but yeah,
Yes, yeah, no, I'll just be like sitting here nodding along and say, "Oh yeah, yeah, that person does that. They do, they do."
there's Hilter's meeting everyone in town, and Gorm is preparing for his ritual tonight. What are the other two doing for your level?
Uh, for for Trimer, so I can imagine he took the skill feat, so he's now proficient in investigation, thief tools, and insight. I can imagine for like both investigation and insight, it would actually be like he'd be looking. Timer would be looking at like the old Elven maps that he looted from that Elven Watchtower, where Carmilla looted that her blood sword there. And like yeah, you mentioned that Timer also saw some ancient Elven maps and routes, and Timer looted that, and he's actually gonna take some time going through those, like increasing his like investigation skill, like trying to remember the comparisons from the Elven maps back home, and basically, uh, and with the insight, I would say like he's like inciting like trying to remember like what kind of events that occurred that basically changed with the comparisons of the maps back then and the maps now. Like what
You
were
can
they for?
actually, on that point, I love that you can actually make an investigation check as you are poring over these and like all your notes that you've taken along the way, and see if you manage to notice any secrets. As yeah,
Okay.
you definitely learn a lot.
Okay. Hold on, the proficiency bonus didn't update yet, so let me put in the +3 for my proficiency in situational bonus. Okay, let's see. I might have to use magical guidance. That's oh shit.
The
My
dice
God.
gods are with us tonight. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you've been poring over these maps, and you're starting to put together why some of these paths are where they are, and you are going to start to notice that the elven path that you followed to the ironwood tree is not the only one. You start to notice patterns in the way that the forests have grown, and where some of your old elven roots go, and where some of these elven maps are leading. You start to realize there's an entire like road network across Mordia that are it's just hidden elven paths that go everywhere through the forests, over the mountains, and you notice that the elven cache that you found, there are hundreds of them dotted all
Oh,
along these paths. These little like treasure boxes that are there with things that elves leave, and things that are there to help the elves. And you basically now, when you're traveling across Mordia, and especially using that little ring, probably you are going to be able to find these elven caches all over the
oh
place.
wait. Oh wait, that the ring that I got from Beitrender's horde.
Yeah, I mean that thing leads you to treasure, so you basically got a treasure map for all of Mordia now. There are just
Oh,
little caches everywhere. So with your map and with that ring, it's probably not going to be very difficult for you to find these.
oh, so
uh,
oh okay. So this ring does not only look for like gold like the horde, but I can focus on the caches that I seek.
Well, yeah, you know that these things are covered in gold. They are like they are made in these golden boxes. So
Oh, oh,
yeah,
oh. Okay, got it. Okay, that is very very helpful. The man, I must ask, what was the DC? Like, was it a high DC, or the fact that I got nat 20 was? Oh, that was. Oh,
honestly,
you
I
were
was
getting
hoping
everything.
for a nat 20. That was that was
Oh,
yeah,
damn!
very tight.
Holy crap! And the dice answered. Like, holy shit! So I have a map of the elves, and with the ring, I can. It's easier to find them.
Yep.
Ooh, and oh yeah, and with the oh, and not only that, but this is convenient, but like just in case the other elven caches were locked differently, like maybe there's like just a regular old lock. With the skilled feat, a trimer would actually like the skilled feat allows me to learn like three skills, like to be either proficient in a skill or learn a proficiency in a tool, and so I chose investigation, insight, and then I chose to be proficient in thieves tools, and I can actually imagine that uh, like learning some proficiency from Mikhail actually, since Mikhail's at proficient in thieves tools, or either from Mikhail's father, like or his shop in the blacksmith shop, either learning from there. And oh, and not only that, Iron would actually momentarily do business wherever like Mikhail's father's own like a blacksmith shop, correct?
Yeah, he's got on the bottom left of the map. You'll see the blacksmith there, and where Mika's
Oh, okay.
that's Mika's father. But yeah,
Oh, okay,
I
I see.
mean they'd also be able to help you with like the designs of some of these things. Like you saw the kind of lantern Mika was able to make. Like they clearly are good at. I'm just picturing little sketches of those elven um, crates, and like how the puzzles work, and all Trimer's little calculations of how you might get into one of these things. But
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
physically,
and
there is the blacksmith shop that would probably sell some tools. I think. Can you see the actual shop?
hold on, like the marker for it.
Yeah.
Hmm, I don't think so, no. But hold on, let me look through the journal of the tools. of the shop. There are no
Yeah, we can
merchants,
see the stores if we go to the journal.
stores.
Ben and Son's blacksmithy.
But you're supposed to
Oh,
be able
yes.
to actually see where the store is. Can you not see those little icons?
Yeah, I can see them
No, I
now.
think we can, yeah.
Yeah.
Svenson's
So
blacksmith.
if you double click
Oh,
on that,
can you?
it should open the-
Yeah,
You
I wonder,
double-click
can
it,
you hover
okay.
over it? Where is it?
Like right there.
Oh, I don't see it.
If you
on
go
my
to
end.
the journal option, not the token
on the
control.
menu on the left, click the journal button there.
Okay. Yeah, I see the Sven and Sons and like basically what items they have in shop.
Cool, yeah. So, yeah, if you're looking for, they might not actually have these tools, but
Oh no, Trimer already has these tools. Like he actually bought it in Sakatoka, but like essentially he's learning like proficiency in these tools and how to use them well. But not only that,
that's
but
not
he also
business meant, but just some training.
yeah. Oh yeah, not only that, but yeah, he's still gonna do some shopping, but not buying. But he's actually gonna like sell some stuff, sell ores.
Oh.
Like he got those ores from the mountain earlier. Trimer has he has 2 adamantite ore and 2 mithril ore.
Now, let me see. There is actually a way for you to interact with that little shop. I'm not sure. You might be able to request a purchase on that item. Maybe
There is a purchase button.
there's a purchase button.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, but there should be a way to, because it says here, player purchasing, request purchase, buyback, make an offer. Yeah. Actually, know what that means. Okay. I'm just trying to see because I thought I haven't used this system before. Sorry for not understanding how.
That's fine.
You said you was trying to sell your what?
Like 2 mithril ore and 2 adamantite ore.
Are those on your character sheet?
No, but you did say I found them while I was like looking for them.
Okay, yeah, please mark those kind of things down because that's to interact with these kinds of systems.
Okay.
Now,
Okay, it's just the
yeah,
fact yeah.
I'll
Like
just look
basically
those up,
when I
figure out how much they are. Just give me. Yeah.
Okay.
Carry on.
Yeah, it's just that like they weren't really added into my inventory when I like made basically searching for supplies when we were going to the Frostforge earlier.
Well, you need to then tell me that. I'm not your mother.
Okay. Okay, next time.
I'm trying to find it now, but is that all you're trying to sell?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Because Trimer has no gold in his like regular inventory, so he wants to have at least some gold money.
The mithril. Okay, roll a 5d100, please.
Okay. Like separately or all together?
Altogether.
Okay. 1, 2. 298.
Okay, yeah. The first offer he goes, well, this is very nice ore. I'll give you, let's say, 3,000 silver for it.
Yeah. Yes, that sounds like a good deal. Kymer would accept that offer.
Good. I hate negotiating. Haggling. And he will, you'll see him weigh a small pouch of silver, adding a couple of coins to get it to just 3,000, and he will hand it over to you. Say, very nice.
All right.
Let me know if there's something you want made with this. Very fine material.
All right.
Cool.
I'll let you know in case. All right. And that timer will be off.
Ooh. So, who? Yeah, who haven't we seen yet?
Carmilla.
Carmilla. She's the final one. How does your level up go, Carmilla?
How it goes? Well, what I imagine is, as I'm like hunting in the forest, I noticed like that I'm better at like going what do you call it, like through the snow. It's not slowing me down as it used to, and it's not as cold. Almost like I've gotten used to it with all of that mountain trek we have been doing in time.
Well, you can give me a perception or a survival check, as your mother would join you for some hunting as well, thinking that you probably need to find uh, something strong to eat. And as you kind of tell her about the traveling through the cold, and as you guys are going along with that check, um, she would suddenly just grab you and like pull you down, as you both notice that there is a small patrol of trollkin that are making their way through the forest, getting a little bit too close to Braudavik, as it seems like they may be scouts for the hags, and you guys are hidden in the bushes, but you can see that there's a small patrol of them, about 6 trollkin scouts. They're a little close. Do you think we should take them out? Your mother asks.
Shouldn't be that hard to take out.
The hags may realize that they're missing, though. Might be trying to find us out.
Yeah, maybe best not alerting the hacks, because we're planning to, should we say, go for them. Better to have the element of surprise.
What shall we do with them then? Try and distract them, maybe lead them away?
Oh yeah. Can't blame us if they went missing in the snow. Very good plan.
Okay, so are you? Yeah, here's some of the first early snowfalls. Yeah, in near Braudavik. You will, with that 21, be able to find a suitable place that you may be able to get these guys to slip through the snow, maybe off a small ledge. You could definitely, it would be a dangerous place to go. Most people would consider, like, avoid that little patch, you'll probably break your neck. But like you would avoid that patch. But after traversing Emir's Lash, you have no problem over there. So are you going to try and lead them into a little natural trap here, or have you got something else in
I have something. Presuming they're looking for food. If I were to place some food over, shall we say, very close to the edge, basically make it so if someone was to step on there, it would basically slide. So the food would. Let's see. I have it. If there's a tree nearby, I'm gonna tie this meat to a rope, and then basically have it hang there. So if someone was to run there and just boom, step on it, they would basically slide down into the canyon as the ground basically vanishes over under them.
Okay, I'll say you can make either either a deception or a stealth check here to try and just set up a trap. And yeah, a high enough stealth check, I'm gonna make this a contested against the trolls, but on a success, or if they fail, then you can describe what actually happens. Lost the troll.
It's time to use power. I don't have that. Oh yes.
Your mother will give you the help action here as you're doing this, so you'll have advantage. If you don't.
And I will also conceal myself in the mist.
You have advantage. Oh, when there was a trollkin.
Yeah, I'm just setting it up so it should work. Let's see.
Natural 20.
Oh, that's like it. That's like the perfect one.
Did everyone get nat 20s on these level up rolls?
I did even better.
Oh, yeah.
I did 1 and 20.
I know the dice gods are mad. So yeah, please describe to me what happens here as your plan takes out this whole little patrol, or at least describe what happens to these poor troll kids.
What happens is I do the thing. I basically tie a rope to a tree and have the food, like the what's called venison hang, and then what's called like climbs under the climbs on the side and starts moving the dirt, so it's very loose and won't hold very much weight. So the snow will conceal it. Then I'm just shouting in giant. Boys, there's food over here! And I'm just vanishing into the mist. I was never there.
Yeah, can you also describe what actually happens to the trolls? I know that's usually my role, but I feel like you've got the image in your mind. Please,
Yeah,
as
I
this works,
imagine when they hear it, it's like being hungry. They just rush over there and they see this venison just hanging there, and it's like, ooh, that's good. And they just rush over there, and their combined weight causes the, shall we say, part of the earth that I've loosened to basically give away, and they just tumbles. They do get a venison and a tree branch as they try to like grab a hold, and it's like, oh, I have it, but because they all are like hanging together, they basically put too much weight on the branch and it snaps and they fall. Yeah.
well, you will see that most of them are horribly injured, and some of them even killed. But maybe one or two of them will manage to get away limping, and they will definitely report this as a natural accident and just their own stupidity, as to instead of a trap. As yeah, you have dissuaded these trollkin from coming any closer to Braudavik for now, and your mother is, yeah, she kind of gives you a little high five. Nicely done. Do we head back to town, or do you think those are worth feasting on? As she looks at the crumpled body of trolls.
Nah. A child could beat those trolls.
Oh, good. I'm glad to see you haven't stooped to such levels. So, as you and your mother finish your hunting trip, is there anything else that you were doing there on your level up, or shall we cut to everyone else regrouping in Braudavik?
Let's cut to the regrouping.
Okay. So, yeah, where are you guys all gonna meet up here? As uh, Gorm, your ritual will probably be the last thing that you do here tonight, but the sun is beginning to wane a bit in the afternoon, and you've still got some of the day left.
The tree is probably the usual meeting point.
Yabba-dabba-doodle-doo. Oh man, I'm exhausted after running around so much. Hi guys. No, I haven't seen you guys around too much today. Something special happened, or is that just a common thing here?
All of us have something to do. I was near the ocean, had the ritual to get to.
Ah, are you doing a ritual?
Yeah, either tonight or it already happened. I'm not sure.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, it's going to happen tonight. You were waiting for the moon. This is now as
Mhm.
the moon will be up soon, but you know that it is the biggest moon that, if you look on the calendar, you'll see it's waxing crescent for one, waning for the other, and a full moon. So we'll end things tonight with that ritual. You can describe what that looks like.
The
But
biggest moon that ever
currently,
mooned.
you've been preparing all day.
Yeah, probably hunt something on my way to the ocean and spend most of the time like building some sort of altar. When the time comes and I like ignite it, like to sacrifice the whatever I hunted. Just like walk up to the ocean and slice my arm and slice my hand and pour some blood into the water and say, "Gods of the sea, Aegir and Ren, hear my call. I am but a mere mortal, but I wish to know what can be done to stop the serpents from attacking the ships. Please."
Hey, you can give me a religion check as you call out to them. Also, are the others going with Gorm to witness the ritual? Letting it go on alone.
I mean, if we're allowed to, then yeah.
I'm going to stop you.
Well, then you best believe they're hopping over there with a horn of me. Actually, no, maybe not. Bring some snacks, some popcorn. Actually, you know what would be a nice thing? No, some beef jerky, yeah. Oh,
Sorry, I thought I had a separate map for this, but yeah, is anyone else joining there? Sorry, Filter's there. About coming in and trying.
Timer, I don't think so. He's not really interested in like the other gods. Like if it has anything to do with Freya, probably Timer would be interested. But no, he's sitting this one out.
Well, let's just follow and see what fishes he summons.
Okay, you can give that. Sorry, I thought I asked a religion check.
You did. I
there,
was just
Gorm.
waiting to see if they're doing anything before I roll.
Oh,
Yeah. I wonder what was that earlier religion check you made with that 20.
To know how the ritual is prepared, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you already got a nat 20. I forgot about that one. You'll have advantage then on this one to gain more information. But yeah, if there's anything else you're doing, you can now see that this massive moon in the sky. That this is the best chance you'll have to communicate.
Bump in some guidance and hope and pray. It's a religion check.
Just also,
Gee, would you like a bardic inspiration? Just cause?
You can. I'm not sure. I can carry it. I don't think you know. I know you will have it. So if you're playing some tunes, yeah, again.
Oh yeah,
You
for
can
sure.
take the bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
Bum.
I mean, some music at a ritual that makes perfect sense.
Heck yeah.
All right.
$18 for 28 total.
Oh,
Nice.
These are
very
such
good.
ridiculous numbers.
They're probably like DC 30.
Oh, wait, so that actually means what was the number you got when you rolled the nat 20, 26?
Rolled a nat 20. I had a 26 here.
Okay, yes. So with the bardic inspiration, this is even better than the crit you've they brought it to a crit and beyond. But yeah, so just reiterate for me what you were asking as this you guys all kind of feel the winds picking up and you can hear the ocean just roaring as the moon illuminates.
I'm asking, well, essentially Ran, but also Edgar if he's listening for a way to. Well, what needs to be done so the serpents will stop attacking the ships? Like we know Ran has the orb, there's some sort of orb that controls them, but maybe there is something we can do so she stops using the serpents against us.
So you will see um, as the waves are kind of lapping here and the moon hangs there in the sky, you will see where the moon hits the water, you'll start to see what looks almost like a whirlpool from where you are, and you will start to see the form of a sea serpent that rises from the water there, as though it is just spiraling straight up into the air. And this thing is bigger than maybe close to the size of the dragon eel that you saw before, but you can see it is far out to sea and it just dives into the air and then crashes again. But as you are seeing that, it disturbs the water on the horizon so much that you actually see the peaks of what looks like some kind of a structure under the waves. And you feel the presence of the ocean drawing you there. And it seems to be in a similar place to where the mermaids were kind of pointing out to you, that you feel Aegir's call pulling you to what must be the vault, where this item that controls the sea serpents is locked. And you will be able to find it when the time comes. You can. It's like Aegir is showing you with that one remaining eye. You are seeing it clearer than anyone else here. You can tell there is an entire kingdom beneath this bay, and that is where Ran is waiting and where you will have to go next.
Yeah, that's great.
Yep. Oh. Yep. Essentially, you have to talk with Rav or fight her.
Yeah, seems to be pointing you towards her vault. I think,
Yeah.
yeah, with that, as your ritual is sort of completed, that is where we will bring tonight's session to a close. And this is, have you got any last words here before we end it for tonight?
Yeah, I hope there will be a bit an easier solution, but nothing is easy here, seems.
Yeah. Yeah. Seems like we gotta go. Do the way Vikings do. Go to war. Rah. Strong survive.
Yeah, we can. I mean, we'll do that. We'll lay waste to an enemy or two.
Yep. And the vaults may have treasures for us.
It's the vault of a goddess. I'm not entirely sure why we're so happy about it.
I mean, Gars has probably had really good loot.
Yeah, she's still a goddess.
Yeah. But worried about what'll
Yeah, we
happen if
still
we like raid it or
still have to figure out how to get there.
what if we just ask her very nicely?
Well, if it didn't work here, I don't think asking her very nicely is going to work there.
As you say that, Gorm, you will feel the spear that was given to you. You will feel it kind of humming this energy in your hands, like the spear itself wants to go there as well. It the power in that spear may be able to make the difference.
It's a baby.
Is it worth like a water stick?
What do you mean water stick?
Or what is it? Those these weird sticks that you can find in the wild, and if you point them towards the ground, they start shaking as soon as you
Oh.
find water.
Dosing rods. It's dosing rods.
If it does, it's not written here. I can pull things that weigh 10,000 pounds to me. Most of them without a save, it just happens. And I don't have disadvantage while fighting underwater. And I have an increased range on my attack when I'm underwater. And it's a
Okay,
+3 weapon.
Okay, that's a huge buff too.
Sounds like some
Definitely
handy.
better than your hammer.
They do sound like some handy abilities if you were going to try and do an underwater heist.
You know what I found fun about that? Apparently there's a spell over here called Swim. I initially looked at it and I thought it was completely pointless, but I mean if we're doing underwater stuff then it might be useful, yeah.
Yeah, the problem is the pressure of